XRP has a track record, a decade-long one, of rewarding the patient. But let's be clear, not everyone reaps the rewards, and certainly not the majority. Why? It's not because opportunity in the crypto world is unevenly distributed. No, the real reason is simple. Tired of fake gurus who claim to be expert traders but never trade live? I trade live on the second largest crypto exchange, where everything is transparent and results can't be faked. For over 440 days, I've consistently closed every month in profit. In the last 90 days alone, my followers have seen over 70% profit with only 4% drawdown. Verified results, not empty claims. Want to see my verified stats? Click the first link in my profile and start copying my trades for free today. When it comes to investing, we often sabotage ourselves. The people who achieve that wild, life-changing wealth with XRP, they all have one thing in common. They bought it, held on to it for years, and eventually cashed in big. That's the formula. Think back to when XRP first hit the scene. Created in 2012, it became publicly available in 2013. Fast forward through the next bull cycle, and by January 4th, 2018, XRP hit its then all-time high of $3.35. But here's the catch. To enjoy that massive payday, you had to hold XRP for nearly 5 years. Those who stayed the course and had unwavering conviction were the ones who saw the payoff. Meanwhile, those who panicked, jumped in and out of positions, or let emotions rule their decisions, they missed the boat. And here we are now. This time, the wait was even longer, over 7 years to hit a new all-time high for XRP. But the lesson remains the same. Patience pays in the world of crypto. For those willing to wait, the rewards can be extraordinary. The wait was longer than expected, but there's a reason for that. Market cycles only come around every 4 years. And like clockwork, XRP tends to shine when the market is heating up. Unfortunately, we missed the last big run thanks to the SEC's legal cloud overshadowing everything. But wouldn't you know it? XRP finally took off. It was worth the wait, but let's be honest, it required serious patience. For those who held on through all the uncertainty, the reward has finally arrived. Here's the exciting part. It's not over. XRP still has more to give, and I firmly believe the most thrilling chapter is yet to come. What's next? A new all-time high is only the beginning. The real fun starts when XRP enters price discovery mode, something we haven't experienced yet. Mark the date, January 16th. XRP hit a new all-time high for the first time in over 7 years. And you know what? It's only the start of what's to come. Buckle up, this ride isn't over yet. One of the most incredible days of my life. Pure excitement and validation for everything I've believed in. I know many of you feel the same way, especially if you've been on this journey for years. But let's be real, the part we're all eagerly waiting for isn't just hitting an all-time high and dipping back down. It's smashing through that ceiling and soaring even higher, the face-melting moment we've all been dreaming of. And let me tell you, I truly believe that moment is coming. In the meantime, I know some of you might be feeling drained or discouraged, but don't be. Stay strong. I'm not wavering. And neither are some of the top XRP chart analysts whose insights I'll share in this video. I'll hold for as long as it takes because XRP just makes sense. It really does. The market agrees, or it wouldn't still be standing after everything it's been through. Think about it. The SEC, the US government, came after XRP with full force. And yet, here we are. If that wasn't enough to take it down, nothing else will be, except the market itself. If, for some unforeseen reason, the market decides in the future that XRP no longer makes sense, so be it. I'll accept that. But let's be real. That's not what's happening. The market is telling us loud and clear, XRP makes sense. It agrees with you, with me, with logic. Think about it. There should be a top-tier coin that dominates payments, a large-cap powerhouse built for speed and efficiency. Bitcoin promised that once upon a time, but it doesn't deliver. Ethereum? Incredible for other things, but payments were never its purpose. So, what's left? XRP. It just works. Transactions cost fractions of a penny. Basically free. It's blazing fast, settling in 3 to 5 seconds. Real-time payments with real-world practicality. The market values that. XRP delivers on Bitcoin's promise and comes with extra features that make it indispensable. For all these reasons, and plenty more, XRP isn't going anywhere. The market knows it, and so do we. Patience. That's what it all comes down to. Those who can stay calm and patient are often the ones who see the rewards. The choice is yours. That said, it's natural to feel some fear, whether it's in the stock market or crypto. Chart analyst Charlie Bolello recently shared a perspective with his 635,000 followers that puts it all into context. Bolello, the chief market strategist at Creative Planning, reminded us that the S&P 500 has dropped over 10% from its February 19th peak. the biggest dip since 2022. But here's the kicker. This is the 30th correction of more than 5% since the March 2009 low. Every time, it felt like the end of the world. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. I get it. For many, these moments feel catastrophic. Especially for retail investors, corrections like this trigger panic. And crypto? It's no different. As a risk-on asset, crypto often moves in sync with the stock market. When fear takes over and people shy away from risk, both markets tumble. That's just how it works. But remember, patience isn't just a virtue. It's a strategy. Crypto might feel a bit scarier than traditional markets. It's more volatile, sure, but this isn't the end of the world. In fact, moments like these are part of the journey. The S&P will climb higher, and crypto will grow too. Right now, the crypto market cap sits at $2.66 trillion, but one day, we'll be talking about $10 trillion. $20 trillion, even $30 trillion. And yes, there will still be pullbacks. Imagine it drops from $30 trillion to $25 trillion. Sounds dramatic, right? But think about it. We're at $2.66 trillion now. Wouldn't hitting $25 trillion feel like a win? Of course, it's all about perspective. If you take the long view, you'll see the bigger picture. Those who've made millions investing in assets like XRP didn't panic or jump in and out of positions. They stayed patient, played the long game, and trusted the process. Emotional investing is what trips people up. As chart analyst Mustache says, $Bitcoin, don't bet against the cycle. The key? Stay calm, stay focused, and think long-term. The trend line remains intact, just like in 2017 and 2020. History doesn't copy itself exactly, but it sure rhymes. Patterns emerge, repeat, and hint at what's to come. So let me say it loud and clear. This isn't the end. The best is still ahead. Take it from Charting Guy, who analyzed his watch list of 40 top cryptos. His verdict? The strongest performers are XRP, XLM, HBAR, and Cardano. He even shared a long list of coins these four are outperforming. Spoiler? It's a lot. And honestly, I believe it. XRP has been crushing it, consistently outperforming the market. For those who've stuck with a long-term mindset, the payoff is already here, with XRP leading the way. And guess what? I don't think it's anywhere near done. That's the exciting part, we're just getting started. I truly believe, like I said at the start of the video, that after 7 long years, we're finally on the verge of seeing real price discovery for XRP. Something we haven't experienced in nearly a decade. And let's be honest, it's not on us. Who could have predicted the US government would come after us? If not for that, we probably would have seen this play out during the last market cycle. But hey, the wait's almost over and patience is being rewarded. That's exactly what's unfolding right now. Just look at Charting Guy. Talk about conviction. 2 days ago, he shared that a whopping 85.83% of his crypto portfolio is in XRP. He regularly posts updates, and honestly, that's a bold move. He's got me beat, no question. But wow, what a time to be in this market. XRP is my favorite cryptocurrency. No surprise there. And my largest holding by far. Last time I checked, it made up about half of my entire crypto portfolio. Even before its big run in November, it was already my top individual holding. Now, it's half my portfolio, and honestly, I couldn't be happier about it. This reminds me of a fellow XRP holder whose portfolio is 85% XRP. Why? Because he stuck with it before it skyrocketed in November. I don't know what his percentage was back then, but here's the point. He was patient, he was right, and now he's reaping the rewards. That's what XRP does. It rewards the holders with enough patience and a long-term vision. Speaking of XRP updates, chart analyst Dom shared an interesting post. Bulls have been battling the $2.20 level all day. It's a key zone. If it holds, we could see a bounce to mid-range. Dom also pointed out that books remain thin on the ask side, hinting at potential momentum. Someone even mentioned the challenge of breaking the sell wall at $3 to $3.50 when we get there. Dom chimed in with an interesting take. Sure, but that's a good problem to have right now. If we push back to range highs, there's about an 80% chance we hit a new all-time high. His confidence hasn't wavered, and it's not because he's some unwavering XRP cheerleader. It's because, to him, the logic checks out. Here's the thing. At some point, you'll notice these analysts flip the script. They'll start saying, guys, the charts don't look great, which usually signals we're nearing the top. But we're just not there yet. Maybe time-wise we're getting closer, but percentage-wise? Nope, not seeing it. Dom's conviction remains clear. He believes the most likely outcome is a new all-time high, followed by price discovery. Of course, Dom's intellectual honesty tends to ruffle feathers. Sharing these views often earns him the ire of internet trolls. And trust me, I get it. As someone who's openly pro-XRP, I've experienced my fair share of backlash from toxic Bitcoin maximalists who aren't exactly shy about their opinions. Have you heard about this crowd? Yeah, they don't like it when anyone dares to champion XRP, and naturally, Dom gets labeled, "You're an XRP maxi," they say. Classic, right? No, I'm just an outperformance enthusiast. Check out this chart of XRP versus Total 2. That's the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin. The chart screams one thing: ridiculous outperformance. Why wouldn't I focus on and trade the strongest large cap since the last market shift? Let's be real. You would, I would, and we're all getting rewarded for it. This is what happens when you step away from toxic maximalism. Now think big picture. Over the next decade, which do you think will deliver a better ROI from this point forward? Bitcoin, XRP, or Ethereum? Look at the top 3 coins. My money's on XRP, and honestly, I don't think it's a tough call. Here's something to back it up. A post from Wednesday afternoon by the brilliant chart analyst Matsby. He notes that the XRP/BTC pair is looking more bullish than ever, comfortably holding the weekly conversion line as support. It's showing signs of a potential breakout sooner rather than later. Yet another sharp analyst who nailed XRP's move to the upside and remains confident it's heading even higher. It might happen sooner than we think. I'll never claim to know exactly when, but one thing's for sure, I'm ready for it. I've removed the emotional risks that come with being human. How? By sticking to a disciplined strategy. Once I buy, I hold. That's it. The only time I act is if I want to add more. Simple, right? Either I'm right, and the value skyrockets to something incredible, tempting me to sell one day, or I'm wrong, and it heads to zero. That's the game with crypto, and I accept it. My conviction, though? Unshakable, and for good reason. Speaking of conviction, Matsby nailed it when he said XRP is the strongest altcoin in the entire crypto market. He pointed out a common mistake: people selling strong performers to chase lagging ones. That rarely works out, and he's right. Here's another take. This time from an analyst, DK64 Trades. I don't know much about him, but with 126,000 followers, his analysis caught my attention. He's identified key levels for XRP, predicting it could hit $4.20 and $5.89. His reasoning makes sense to me. XRP has been suppressed for years, and now the market is finally catching up. Dark Defender echoes this outlook. Just check out their XRP/USD chart. It says it all. XRP has wrapped up its correction on the 4-hour chart, according to Steph's Crypto. Now, let's zoom out to the daily time frame. Based on the correction patterns, XRP seems poised to first aim for $2.42. The real excitement, however, kicks in once XRP breaks above the Ichimoku cloud. Yes, not the Pokemon, but the legendary trading indicator. Key support levels sit at $2.22 and $2.04, while targets are set at $4.29 and $5.85. Steph's Crypto, who previously nailed XRP's breakout in November, is confident the rally isn't over, predicting even greater heights ahead. If you survived the XRP bear trap, congratulations. It's time to get rich, as he says. And while I love the enthusiasm, I'm not quite sold on predictions of 50 XRP in the near future. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to be proven wrong on that. Even hitting closer targets like $10 sounds reasonable, though. Steph's has been consistent in his projections, frequently mentioning levels north of $30. Could it happen? Maybe, though it's not my base case. Still, for XRP believers, this could be the start of something exciting. I don't think it's outrageous, honestly, but as your price predictions climb higher and higher, I start going, all right, really? With every extra dollar tacked on, I can't help but feel like, come on now. That's just basic logic, right? Of course, if you've stuck it out this far, kudos to you. Plenty of people have already been shaken out along the way. Take this post from chart analyst E. Greg Crypto, for example. I'm not going to read the entire thing, maybe in a future video, who knows, but one part caught my eye. He predicts double-digit XRP prices this cycle and triple digits in the next. Double digits for this cycle, say $10 or $11, actually feels pretty conservative compared to what many are expecting. Nobody's going to call you crazy for that. Now, when we talk about triple digits next cycle, that's more speculative. He's not saying it'll happen now, but in the future? Well, here's the thing. The real question is whether we'll see an unprecedented exponential surge of money flowing into crypto, something on a scale we haven't witnessed in its 16-year history. And my answer? Absolutely, yes. If XRP continues proving its long-term viability, triple-digit prices aren't just possible. They're entirely plausible. There are a lot of reasons I've touched on in past videos about this. And honestly, there's more than enough money out there to make it happen if it's going to succeed in the long run. That said, I'm not in the business of predicting when, or even if, it'll happen. I just don't have a crystal ball for that. I can't say with certainty that it's in the cards at all. Sure, a massive spike could happen, and honestly, it wouldn't be entirely out of left field. But man, it'd be easier to feel confident one way or another once this cycle runs its course. Maybe when we're back in a bear market, we can revisit this for fun and see what the numbers say. Think about it. What if XRP hits $10 or even beyond? The higher it climbs, the more believable it becomes that there's serious money flooding into crypto. If XRP gets its share, that multiplier effect starts to make sense. But if this cycle peaks weaker than expected, it's harder to imagine some magic moment flipping the switch and sending it sky high. I'm not against the idea of an exponential surge in capital flowing into the crypto space. I'm just not sold on it happening next cycle or leading to triple-digit XRP. Still, if XRP's long-term potential is as solid as we think, then sure, it's possible. Just not something I'm comfortable slapping a timeline on. That'd feel dishonest. But yeah, adoption has to continue on a global scale, and the timing is still a big question mark for me. That said, there seems to be optimism that it could happen next cycle. Honestly, I hope they're right. I'd love nothing more than to see that for everyone to win big. Wouldn't we all? Let's be real. Things get easier when we're not aiming for some sky-high, unrealistic level. The good news? Most people listening don't need that 100+ price tag to feel good about this cycle. I know this because I've been part of this community for years, and for most of us, that's not what we're relying on. Sure, nobody would complain if it happened. I know I wouldn't. But thankfully, it's not a make-or-break scenario for the majority right now. Next cycle? Who knows? Maybe some will be banking on those big numbers. But for now, the real takeaway is this: our opportunity is here. For those of you who've been waiting, whether it's been years or just through the brutal lows of the bear market, you've earned this. We've all been through the ringer, and now it finally feels like our time. That's what stands out to me most, and it's worth celebrating. Of course, it's a fun topic to dig into, and there's always more to say another time, but I'll pause here for now. Oh, and just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything based on what I say or write. Seriously, that's a terrible idea. Do your own research.